Hi y'all, welcome back to AstroMotivation. My name is JupiterJames, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little motivation and encouragement per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly what the universe wanted from us. And it is with that language that we were able to look at our birth charts and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get to them. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're gonna get into Neptune in the 6th house. Now, Neptune in the 6th house is going to give me the energy of someone who is going to be very, very dreamy within their day and probably going to give a service of spirituality in some shape or form in the spiritual realms. But before we go ahead and unpack that very deep placement or that very mystical placement, we're going to go ahead and separate the aspects. That way we are better able to do more with the information we've been given and we're not confined to Neptune in the 6th house, okay? So with Neptune as an astrologer is going to show me where this person experiences and communicates with God or what they deem as God or the universe or whoever they pray to. You know, this is going to show me the spiritual qualities of a person and where that person may see things as like, okay, God is handling that area. That area for me is a little tough, but when you do gain access or that thing does happen for you, you know that it was nothing but God. You know that it was nothing but the universe assisting you in that area or showing you in that area. Like, let me give you an example. So I have a friend in LA who I always talk to. It's a childhood friend and she's starting a date and things like that. And she likes this guy, but she was on the phone with me and she was like, you know, James, like, I really feel like I like this guy, but this person isn't very spiritual. Like they don't believe in God. And I don't know if I can get down with that because that's a deal breaker of mine. And I had to stop her and go, no, you've got it all wrong. Everyone experiences God in their own way. It's not that they don't believe in God. You know, some people are better able to outwardly as their personality or just in who they are, they go, okay, God is in everything. God is everywhere. And those people are kind of the minority, to be honest with you. But most people experience God in their own unique ways. Some people experience God when they are hiking, or some people experience God when they are cooking for their family. Some people experience God when they fall in love for the first time or when they are on dates or in romance. That's where they see and witness God, you know? So it's not about if a person believes or not. It's just about sitting down with someone and saying, hey, where do you experience magic in your life? What is that one thing in your life that when you do it, you go, wow, okay, I think if there is a God, that would be it. You see what I mean? That's Neptune. Neptune shows me where that is in the chart for you, all right? So with that being said, Neptune is also going to be a higher octave of Venus. So it's going to show the spiritual qualities, the creative qualities of a person. And this could also show me where things are a little out of reach for you. They're nebulous. Remember, and they're nebulous only because you may not have in your capabilities or within your wherewithal to ground that element wherever Neptune is pointing for you, you know. But when you do, that's where you go, whoa, if there is a God, that's it, because you are being assisted in that area and communicated in that area through God in that area of your life, you know. So now the 6th house is going to be your work and service. It's going to be your daily routines and schedules and your health and fitness. What do you do from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed? And it is also going to show me the flavor of the service that you are meant to give in this life. Even if you are a nurse, a waitress, or a firefighter, you're going to approach those things from this 6th house in that type of sign, that energy you're going to experience. Those 3 different jobs that you have in your life, you're going to approach them from the same lens, okay? And that's what your 6th house is going to show me, all right? Now, what happens now? Also, 6th house is ruled by Virgo and it's ruled by Mercury, all right? Now, no matter what sign your respective 6th house may be ruled by or in or under, know that the default out of the packaging birth chart is always going to be ruled by, 6th house is always going to be ruled by Virgo and Mercury, all right? Now, what happens when we throw Neptune in the 6th house? Now, Neptune in the 6th house is gonna be a little shaky here. It's not gonna like to be in this house because Virgo is a very practical sign. It's all about practicality. It's all about doing things by the book and like getting up at a certain time and making things very grounded, right? Like your routines and your schedules and doing this and doing that. But for you, you are going to be someone that does not like that. You're gonna be someone that's like, look, I'd rather just like wake up when I want to wake up and do what I want to do, and you're not going to really want to submit to that practicality at all. Now, this is gonna make for the Lord of the opposite sign of Virgo's house. You're gonna be in that. Like that's what Neptune is. It's gonna be in an opposite Lord. That's why I'm saying this is gonna be in its detriment here. It's not gonna like it because Neptune rules Pisces and the opposite of Pisces is Virgo, and it's in a Virgo house now, and so it's not gonna like that. You are gonna be someone that probably loves to sleep all day. You're probably gonna be someone that just wants to stay in bed and dream and like create and just like be lackadaisical and just dream about the stars and the universe. You're not going to want to do very many practical things in your life. But on the flip side to that is that your service, what you give to the world and what you do, you're probably gonna wanna be someone that is very creative, someone that gives spirituality, someone that does very spiritual things in life and uses your spiritual faculties and strengths to serve others. You could be a healer, you could be someone that is inspiring, you could be a musician, an actor, someone that is, again, using the creative spiritual forces that you have as a service to others, and that could be something that you do within your day. But again, you're not gonna be someone that likes practicality within your day, and this is a very hard planet to be in the 6th house because you're just gonna be like, you woke up, you're gonna wake up tired. You're gonna wake up and be like, no, like I just wanna dream all day. Like I just wanna be creative. I wanna dance. I wanna sing. I just wanna not a schedule. You are probably late all the time because time is ruled differently for you. Time and being on time, you're just like, I'll get there when I get there. No, I'll get there when I get there. And you probably realize that by you being that way, right? When people are rushing you and you are being rushed, that's when you lose things. When you are on time and you have to like submit to that order, you find that things go wrong. You probably lose things, or things go wrong. Like you may get in crashes. You may find that you just lose track of time and your thought process is off. You can't think straight. But the moment that you breathe and you do things in your own time and you get there when you get there and you're not worried about time, you're not worried about expectations, that's when the train comes. That's when, it could be a bunch of traffic out on the street, but when you just go, I'll get there when I get there, and it could be 5 minutes and you're all the way on the other side of town and there could be traffic, but somehow, some way you get there. You see what I mean? Like this is where within your day, you're gonna see God on your daily basis, because for you are gonna be making spirituality practical. You are gonna literally be pulling the stars and putting them in your living room or in your day-to-day, and it's gonna make you very ethereal. It's like putting magic in practicality. It's practical magic. You are gonna be expressing practical magic on the daily, and that's gonna make you someone that can be seen as a spiritual force or very creative and just very nebulous. People aren't gonna quite understand you, and know that in your career, people are gonna see that of you and probably not like that because they know that you're not gonna go for it. They're like, look, that boy is too creative. That girl is too creative and too spiritual to be worried about this corporate jargon that I'm trying to dish out. You're gonna like, look, I'll get there when I get there. All right, life goes on. The universe is bigger than this corporation. I do not care. That's how you're gonna be. You're just not going to care in that sense like that. You're gonna care about the universe. You're gonna care about magic. You're gonna care about spirituality and just being you, and like you're just gonna let's just read the stars. Can I do your astrology? Like I feel like you doing astrology, you being a creator or an actor or doing something that requires you to be creative can do you some really big good. Now, another thing I've noticed with this placement is that you are also going to be very sensitive to substances. Like drugs and alcohol are going to be very, very like testy for you. Like you could do, look, your friend could be smoking something and you get a reaction from it, and you're going to be so sensitive to it that it's going to be like, you'll find that you can't do it. You just can't, because again, you're already there. You've hit the ceiling. With Neptune in the 6th house, you see and experience God on a daily basis. You're high all the time. You're high all the time just on life, because your day-to-day is on, you are already there. What people on a normal day, on a day-to-day basis, what they are running away from, they're trying to run away to what you've already woken up in. You are already experiencing magic on a daily basis. You see the magic in everything. Your walk to the gym, your walk to work, your walk to the grocery store, you see God in that. You're already there. You're already there. And so when you smoke, it's too much. When you drink, it's too much. It's like you start to turn into a Looney Tune. It's like, oh my God, I am really breaking the veil and I'm getting too high. And that's when Neptune will beat you back down and say, no, you're already there. You don't need to get any higher. You don't need to do any more substances, and you can be very, very sensitive to substances. And this is also going to make for someone who responds really well to natural medicine or natural remedies, like herbal medicine or home remedies, things like that. Very natural, herbal, Ayurvedic remedies, Ayurvedic medicine is going to do you very well. Know that you are also going to have illnesses and things that doctors aren't going to really understand. You could probably go to the doctor and say, this is wrong, but they're going to be like, everything's fine, I don't see what you're talking about. That's because a lot of your illnesses will be on the spiritual plane. They will probably be more spiritually affected. Like if you are spiritually hurting for something, or there's something spiritually wrong going with you, it'll attack you in the body. And so be very cognizant of that. If there is something that you are dealing with in your daily life that is attacking your heart and your soul and your mind, it's gonna play out in the body. And it is only until you rectify that on the spiritual realm by praying or submitting to what you know you need to do. Like, let me give you an example. Say in your life, you know you should be living somewhere else, and you know that you should do something, or you know you should say something, right? And you refuse to do it, but you know it's right, and something in you is telling you you're meant for more. You're meant to be living in a different city. You're meant to be you're meant to quit that job, but you're afraid of doing it. Know that you're probably gonna get anxiety problems. You're probably gonna get chest problems. You're probably gonna get back problems, right? Where you need massages all the time. But know that that kink in your back, or that ache in your hip, or that tightness in your chest is not gonna go away until you do the thing that your soul is telling you to do, until you follow that inkling, that psychic inkling that you have, or you rectify it on the spiritual realm by submitting to the thing that you already know, or walking the path that you are meant to walk. That's when the ailments are gonna leave. You understand? Like this is practical magic here. You're not gonna respond to conventional modern medicine. You're going to respond to natural remedies the best. You are not going to be able to do drugs and alcohol like others do drugs and alcohol, because you're going to be very highly sensitive to it, and that's only because you are already there. You are walking in magic in your day-to-day. You are not going to like schedules and routines. You're going to be someone that does not like a job only because it confines you to being early and being on time, and you're not gonna like that. You are gonna find that you are late when people invite you to places. You're gonna be the one that's always late, and that's just is the way it is. But you know that when you take your time and you walk with God on your day-to-day and you put God first, that's when you see the magic that everyone is searching for. You know, this can be a hard placement, but only if you are forcing yourself to do things that the placement isn't meant for. And so for you, you get to just walk with God all the time. You get to be creative in your day. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. Like if that's what you need to do, do it. But I do know that your service is gonna be in the realm of being creative, helping people solve things on the creative realm. You're gonna be someone that can be a massage therapist or doing things. You can be a Reiki healer. You can be a musician, a singer, a dancer, anything that is creative and nebulous and just, you know, as people say, woo woo, but it's not gonna be woo woo for you. It's gonna feel like this is what we all should be able to do. We should all take our time. We should all just be able to wake up when we need to wake up and do what we wanna do. That's your service. That's what you are meant to do. When in that, you witness God. You witness God on your day to day. And you doing the mundane things, that's when you witness magic. And what a beautiful placement that is, that you see magic and witness magic in everything that you do. By you going to get coffee, you're like, wow, like what a blessing this is for me to go and get coffee. And I just saw God on the concrete. I just saw God in the tree on my way here. I just saw God and the birds in the trees. And you sip the coffee and you're like, wow, you know, God was in this coffee. Anything mundane, you're just gonna see. You're gonna have an etherealness in you and the things around you. And that is a very blessed placement. It's awesome and it's amazing and it has its downsides, but for the most part, it's gonna be what everyone wishes they could experience. You're literally like a walking Harry Potter or Hermione Granger, to be very honest with you. It's kind of amazing. But yeah, with this placement, continue to be you, continue to find magic in your day-to-day, and everything will continue to work out in your favor. You know, you really do pull things out of thin air, like right in the nick of time. You're always gonna be on time. You're gonna be at the right place at the right time at all times, and that's because God is assisting you in everything that you do with this placement. The universe is assisting you in everything that you do within this placement. Know that everywhere that you are is where you're meant to be, and take your time. There's this quote that I think of with this placement. It says, if you rush, you are ahead of God's timing. If you wait, you are behind God's timing. But if you move when you're supposed to move, you are always on time in what God has for you. That is you. Do what feels right. Do it in your own time. Don't wait too long and don't rush, but do it when the thing in your soul says it's time. You will always be on time. That's when you catch the train that wasn't supposed to be there. That's when you catch the bus that was supposed to be there, but he's running late, and guess what? Now you're on time. You see? So yeah, that was my Neptune in the sixth house video. If this very helped you, write down below what your sign in the Neptune is, and I will write back to you what you could be experiencing, all right? What sign on your Neptune 6th house are you? Are you a Neptune 6th house Virgo? Are you a Neptune 6th house Capricorn? Are you a Neptune 6th house Aquarius? Write down what that is, and I'll write down 2 little sentences on what you could be experiencing with your respective Neptune in the 6th house, all right? But I really do hope that you gain some clarity and some insight and encouragement with this video, and I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Y'all have a great day. Bye.